6 back again with another video, and today we're talking about weed and why you need to stop today, why it's holding you back, why it's killing your pockets, why it's killing your time, you're procrastinating, you're not getting things done, you smell bad. You feel me? Now, I'm not trying to offend nobody, but like, you might actually smell bad.
Make a U-turn onto State Road 838
Please.
West.
You might actually smell bad from smoking, bro. Like, we smell bad. Like me, I smoke. You know, we smell bad. We just gotta keep it real. You come around your girl, come around your old lady, come around your folks, and you smell different because they haven't been smoking and you have. And you actually look crazy, but you can't tell that you look crazy smoking. You know what I'm saying? Just having that odor on you. You go to an establishment, you smell like weed. Your eyes is like shut. You know what I'm saying? They're yellow. Your eyes is red. You know what I'm saying? Your breath stink, your clothes stink. You put on some good, expensive cologne and the smell still lingers. You know what I'm saying? So we're wasting money out here. Every ounce is 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? You copping quarters, 7. They waxing for the quarters. They want 100. I heard it's people out here charging 50 for an eighth out here. The price has gone up since COVID. So right now it's like, you want to keep smoking, you got to pay that. You know what I'm saying? And how much can you continue paying and not hitting your goals? Like, how much can you afford to continue smoking and not hitting your goals? Here's what I want each one of y'all to do right now for me. Go on Cash App, click on the name of your plug, and just look at the total amount. It's going to show the total amount of money that you sent to your plug. And I want you to ask yourself what you could have done with that money. Now, I'm glad that you gave that money to so-and-so, whoever, you know what I'm saying? You stimulating the economy type shit, you feel me? But like, what could you have done with that bread? Because they living good off your bread, not you. All you got to do is literally burn your money. I know weed makes us feel good, you know what I'm saying? I know that it's cool to be relaxed and it's cool to not feel like you got to take care of things right now. You don't got to tackle things. You don't got to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But is it worth your financial stability? Is it worth your appearance? Is it worth your lungs? You're compromising your lungs. And this is when I learned that weed is very bad for your lungs. And it's sad because I still smoke weed. And I even made a video about quitting weed. And I started back smoking a few months after I made that video. But when I realized that the tar buildup in the lungs is so bad, it's because I was smoking using a bong. And I seen the tar building up in the bong. And I'm just thinking like, damn, that's my lungs. Damn, that's my lungs. You know what I'm saying? On top of it, these days, I've been smoking for about 10 years.
400 feet, turn right onto Northeast 11.
I've been smoking for about 4 years, you guys. And I'm losing my memory. Like, it's times I don't even remember stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go to a concert and not even remember it. I'll go to a concert and not even remember what happened at the concert. You know what I'm saying? So I'm losing my memory from smoking. I'm actually slower. I'm slower now because I've smoked so much weed. I've smoked so much blunts. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit slower. You know what I'm saying? I'm dependent on it. It's like a crutch. When I wake up, I gotta smoke. When I want to eat breakfast, I gotta smoke. If I want to take care of some business, if I gotta make a phone call, I need to smoke first. And I don't want to do anything or go anywhere until I get my fix, until I get that THC in my system. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do nothing until I smoke. I'm completely dependent on smoking weed. And I'm not trying to be like that. And I don't want you guys to be like that. You need to smoke, not smoke. You need to stop smoking right now so that you can make the change and make the difference that you want to make in your life. You got to stop smoking. You got to let it go. I want you to pull up your Cash App, pull up your Zelle, whatever it is, and look at the amount that you sent to that individual and think about what you could have done with that money. You know what I'm saying? What you could have done, who you could have blessed, who you could have helped out, what you could have done with that money, what type of car, because we're probably spending a car note in weed. If you buy a quarter every month, that's a whole car note. That's a whole car insurance payment. If you buy a quarter every week, that's a whole car insurance. If you buy a zip every week, that's a luxury vehicle. if you're buying even an eighth every week, that's some bills that could get paid. That's somebody's college tuition. That's somebody's electric bill. That's somebody's new shoes. That is something. That's some baby food. That's some diapers. It's real money that's being spent, but because we associate the high with smoking the weed rather than the money that we're spending, we don't see that money going out the door. We don't see that money going out. We don't view it the same way. We feel like we're getting something equal value. You know what I'm saying? You spend $80 somewhere, you should be able to walk out with a small electronic like a radio or something for $80 or a Bluetooth speaker. You know what I'm saying? But you just bought a whole zip of weed. That's enough money to buy you a flat screen TV. Instead, you got a bag of green stuff. You got a bag of grass. You go to the Walmart and you can't even find no produce that costs no $80, no $70 for an ounce of produce. But this weed is so expensive, you know what I'm saying? It's a real flat screen TV, you know what I'm saying? It's a real speaker, it's a real video game, it's a real pair of shoes, a real pair of AirPods. You feel me? So there's real life implications behind our habits, and it was this one. Real life implications behind our habits and what we're doing to ourselves and our future success. You know what I'm saying? If you're smoking weed, you're hurting your future self, because that's $200 that could have spent time in the market. That's $50 that could have spent time in the market. These habits that we have are ultimately holding us back. You know what I'm saying? And on this channel, I'm trying to help people improve. You know, I don't want to feed into our bad habits. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, you're paying to dumb yourself down. You're paying somebody so that you can smell bad. You're paying somebody so that you can have less money. You're paying somebody so that you're not as fresh as you want to be. If you see somebody driving the car that you want to drive and you have a weed habit, you can't be mad at that person because you're spending the money on weed. If you see a person operating a business the way they want to operate it, you can't be mad at the person. You got to be mad at yourself, because the money that you could have used to start your business, you smoked it all. If you see somebody fresh as hell, fresh as fuck, I'm talking fitted down, you can't be mad at that person because you spent your money on your vices. You enjoyed your money. That person stayed down and they grinded. You know what I'm saying? So how much longer are we going to continue to feed the habits? Even if you have the habit of smoking weed, I'm not 100% against it. I enjoy how THC makes me feel. I enjoy how weed makes me feel. I smoke weed. I've done edibles. You know what I'm saying? So I know firsthand the damage you could cause. I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? But we got to make a change here, and we got to acknowledge that things are actually taken away from us. You'll have a conversation with niggas, and niggas will argue you to death about how it's not changing nothing and it's not affecting nothing in their life. But it is. We got to be real with ourselves. If you're spending $100 a week on this, that's a real bill that could be paid. Those are real things that could get done. It'll be much easier to make your rent. It'll be much easier to take care of that credit card debt. It'll be much easier to take care of those student loans. You can put yourself in a much better position by just eliminating what's taken away from you. What's taken away from you. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to operate, but you got so many negatives. We need green actions. We need to find the self-love. We need to find the self-love through positive actions, because the positive actions, they compound. Look, if you save money and you work out today, that's 2 pluses. If you eat good, you work out, and you save money, that's 3 pluses. If you eat good, work out, save money, smoke weed, that's 3 pluses, 1 minus. If you eat good, save money, work out, smoke weed, and gamble, that's 3 pluses, 2 minuses. You feel me? Now you're stopping your momentum now. You can't grow as fast with these things. Let's say you didn't do shit good today, but you smoked, you gambled, you know what I'm saying, and you tricked off. That's 3 things. It's a negative snowball that's going downhill. You're going downhill fast, and there's no way to stop it. You know what I'm saying? You're losing in the casino. You got to smoke to cope with it. You lost your job. You know what I'm saying? Your girl broke up with you. It's just downhill. It's downhill. Let's say you start building up. I'm going to the gym. I'm eating good. I stopped smoking. I started investing. I'm back working. I'm back on my side hustle. I'm back on Uber Eats. I'm back on Turo. I'm back hustling. You know what I'm saying? I'm making money from weed instead of just smoking it. You know what I'm saying? I'm making better bets on the gambling app. I'm not encouraging gambling. I'm just saying make better bets. There's certain bets that's not gonna go through. The Dolphins are not beating the Chiefs. You don't take a bet like that. Even if it's paying out more, you don't take a bet like that. It's not gonna happen. And I'm a fan. So, like I said, we gotta compound the good effects. You worked out, you saved money, you invested money, you made money. You know what I'm saying? You ate healthy today. You're adding to your bank. You're adding to your bank. You're getting better. You're doing better. You know what I'm saying? Every time you're doing better every time. That's what I want for us. I don't want us losing. You know, constantly like you're smoking, you're gambling. Now you're broke. Now you gotta go buy some extra fresh shit to take your mind off the fact that you're not where you want to be right now. So you're spending even more money to feel better. Now you're drinking because you can't afford your weed anymore, and a bottle of Hennessy is $13 for a little pint. Now you want to get drunk because so much bad shit's compounding. You know what I'm saying? So now you're irritable. Now you're snapping on people. Now you're losing friends. You're in arguments. Love on yourself so the good can compound and it could show and manifest itself in your life. And you could be that overall image, that overall just beaming, glowing beacon of positive energy. But when we try to suppress things, suppress our feelings, we're not trying to fight with our emotions. We're trying to cope. We're trying to cover it up with the weed. We're trying to cover it up with the designer. We're trying to cover it up with the bitches. We're trying to cover it up with mindless pleasure and mindless pursuits, with video games, whatever it is, whatever you may have. We're trying to cover up our failures. We're trying to cover up our insecurities. We don't want to be held accountable. We don't want to look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? If you look in the mirror, then you can take the next positive action to get yourself out of that rut. I want to get you out of that rut. You know what I'm saying? But you're not going to be able to come out of that hole until you put aside the things that's keeping you there. You know what I'm saying? You start saving money from abstaining from your vices, you're going to feel good off rip. Then from that point, you're going to take the next positive action. And positive actions lead to positive outcomes. Negative actions lead to negative outcomes. And I'm not just talking to you because I'm talking to people, but I'm also talking to myself. I'm also talking to myself on here. So I'm not just talking to people. This is me too, because I smoke every day too. I need to quit too. We all need to quit our vices. We all need to build good action on good action to get to where we need to be. And that's what I'm on, that's what I'm about. Your vices are taken away from you. Marijuana, weed, cannabis is taken away from you. Go look and see how much you sent that guy. I want to know, put in the comment section, how much did you send him? Is that adding to your current situation? Is sending that person that much money for some grass that you don't even have right now no more worth you being in the situation that you're in today? Because you can't remember all the weed that you smoked. It don't matter what album you listened to while you smoked it. You can't remember all the weed that you smoked. It don't matter how many miles you drove while you were smoking it. You can't remember it. You can't recall it. You have nothing to show for it. We got to leave all vices behind. Even if you smoke cigarettes, stop smoking cigarettes and save the money that every pack costs. And you'll be astonished at how much money you end up saving, because it's the recurring transactions that are breaking us. You're spending $10 a day on cigarettes, on Black and Miles. You're spending $50 a day on weed, and it's every day, and you wonder why you're not living the life that you want to live. But look at how much money you sent to that person. You know what I'm saying? Look how much money you sent to that person, and he's sending that money to another person. So what are we doing? Because you can't even call the person you sent the money to ask him for the money, because he sent it to another guy. And he was smoking his profit, so y'all both in the same boat, in a car smoking together, getting high together, because you feel low. I'm just on this bitch talking, you feel me? But yeah, that's my whole thing. Like, we want to get better, you know what I'm saying? Gas tank on E right now, making better decisions, you know what I'm saying? But we want to control our vices and we want to abstain and we want to grow, we want to build, you know what I'm saying? You want to clear your head, you want to have a clear mind, you want to be able to wake up in the morning and before you touch anything, you get straight to business. You know what I'm saying? Maybe when business is done, then you can smoke. But if you guys smoke before you even get to business, then just forget about it because you're not even going to be clear-headed conducting business. And you're not even clear-headed because you had to smoke first. So I want you to wake up and be ready to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Stop smoking, stop gambling, stop tricking. Focus on improving. Focus on what really matters. Stop trying to entertain people and entertain yourself by building. It's Slimmer6. I'm gonna make more videos on the channel. Motivation talk, all type of talk, you feel me? Business talk, Turo talk, car talk, you name it. Like, comment, subscribe.